Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to the spring equinox, or as they call it scientifically, the vernal equinox. Now they call it that because it's kind of a new beginning. The spring season is starting and the earth is right in front of the sun with the equator almost at a horizontal level, which is why it's almost equal day and night all over the world. Now, two things that I'm really interested in are science and sports, and that is why I thought that I will share after that Manchester United miraculous fight back against Liverpool in the FA Cup what the next two FA Cup ties are going to be. Because against Coventry, I'm pretty hopeful with good reason that Manchester United will win and make it to the final against either Man City or Chelsea. So let's see how that goes. That's for the future, and like I say, the past is history, the future is a mystery. So let's see what happens in those. The nice spiral about those dates is that the semi-final is going to be played close to my marriage anniversary on 20th April, and the final is going to be played on 25th May, which is my anniversary working for an awesome axe company called InstaHire. You might want to check them out if you're on the hunt for some great tech talent. Okay, so coming to the Indian football scene, Odisha FC have been doing good. Of course, we couldn't make it past the Australian team, the Mariners, because we lost 4-0 to them at their home stadium, and then we kept a 0-0 sheet at our home stadium, the Kalinga Stadium. But it's good that Indian teams are beginning to compete at higher levels, because this is how the Indian national football team will manage to make up some ground and get into the top 100 of the FIFA World Rankings consistently. Okay, so with that said, I will also say that the next matches, which are going to be at the end of March for Manchester United and Odisha FC, are against two teams that start with B. So one is Brentford and the other is Bengaluru, from where my good friend Avinash came and visited me, and we watched the Manchester United Liverpool match together, and I'm going to get sprinkled by this sprinkler behind me in a minute, so that will be fun, because this springtime, and I hope it has some real spring in it, is not bound to last forever. Whoa, that was nice. And then we are going to head into the hot summer of India. So that's not going to be pleasant, but it's fine. It's going to be, another year for Advitya to experience while she gains more experience in life. Okay. There was also a World Sleep Day one Friday ago. In fact, the third Friday of every year is celebrated as World Sleep Day, and I think that's become my favorite day to celebrate, because sleep is very important also, and very nice. What else to say? Do share what you think about sleep in the comments, and of course about Manchester United, football, and life, the universe, and everything. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is of course another great science fiction comedy novel that I really love, and I'm glad that Project Bibliotherapy is also celebrating their anniversary in this weekend, 22nd, 23rd, 24th March. I will leave a link to their Substack in the description, and I will try and make sure that Project Bibliotherapy does what it does best, which is to nudge people to read more. Alright, coming to the next point that I have on my agenda for this afternoon vlog is that there is a movie called Barefoot to Goa, in which the kid actor mentions that Manchester United have Rooney. That dates that movie back quite a lot, but it remains a fact that Rooney contributed a lot to our success during those last years of the Sir Alex Ferguson era, whose autobiography documentary is named Never Given, which is the motto of my alma mater, the Lawrence School Sanar. Alright, I already told you about the spirals of the dates of the next FA Cup matches, and Ken Jeong, who is a great comedic actor, and in fact who was a doctor before he switched to his heartfelt profession, acting. He appears in season 2 episode 9 of The Office, which sometimes I just play randomly just to take a break from the usual over profanous OTT content. And then there was this movie, speaking of profanity, called Poor Things, which reminded me of South Park, especially an episode called It Hits the Fan. that was the first episode of South Park in which they used Maya instead of Power Animator. And Maya, which is now owned by Autodesk, is in fact an animation program which I started learning back when I was taking my gap year before college in Patna. And talking about Patna in Bihar, we took a great trip at the end of last year to Bihar, covering some really historical and especially scholastic sites like the Nalanda University and Rajgir, where the Buddha spent a lot of time coming up with his thoughts on Buddhism. And you can check out our travel blogs about that as well. And I did get hooked not just to animated series but to a lot of nice to a lot of parallel thinking because of all the exposure that I got to anime series and to animation in general while I was in college. And speaking of science fiction, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is of course great, and India is sort of behind in the science fiction genre, but OK Computer is a series which you should watch and which your kids should watch because it's very weird in a hopeful sort of way. It does depict a sort of dystopian future, but that future was averted by the main character, an artificial intelligence robot called Ajeeb, which is Hindi for strange. So Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, take note because Ajeeb is coming right at you. Let's see if there's another season of that. I would really love to see that. And Anand Gandhi and his team, Neil Pesdar and Miss Shetty, Pooja Shetty I think, did a great job of executing their vision, and the graphics and all were pretty nice. Like I said, India is not very far forward in the animation or science fiction genres, but OK Computer is a great example of that. So check that out if you have time. And there are lots of things that I would like to discuss with you, but I gotta get upstairs and resume work. So thank you so much for watching, and smash that sub button for awesome Max fun. I'm Axat, and take care, stay safe, enjoy the Equinox, and wherever you are, be kind.